Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is the Highly Advised Podcast. This is Relaxing_Jackson. I'm here, my friends, and we have a special guest today. Would you like to introduce yourself for the listeners and whatnot?
Yes. Hi, everybody. My name is Jessy Peralta. Everyone calls me Jessy. I'm from New York, and I'm excited to be here.
Nice.
Thank you for being here. It's definitely an honor. You know, we're definitely here, grateful at the Highly Advised Podcast. You know, shouts out to the listeners as always. This is your boy Big Cozy Too Cozy, aka Lau. You know, I'm here with my, amigos. What's up, Spence? What's up, Nigel? What's up, Miss Jessy? How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great. So I'm the first guest of 2021.
Yes.
Yay! We're off to a great start then. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's Absolutely. A good start. It's decent for us for sure. You know what I mean?
Yay!
Nah, that's a fact though. Like it's a good way to start 2021 off too. We just came back also, and it's gonna be for Valentine's Day. So this is like a match.
Yes, I wore red in honor of Valentine's Day.
Right. Feeling very festive.
Yeah.
Perfect fit for the podcast, right?
Yeah.
Yes. It's only fitting, right?
Well, how's everybody doing? Like, I guess before we get started, like, how's everybody, feeling this weekend, this Saturday morning? How's everybody, feeling?
I can't call it, man. I'm doing good. God is great. Paper straight. So, in the words of Troy, so I can't. We're only positive vibes on a Saturday morning. That's how I see it.
You know me, man. I can't complain. Every day that I wake up is a great day. It's a blessed day.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a day I can smile. It's a day I can make jokes. It's a day I can just look at better things. I can't even complain, man.
And how are you feeling, Jessy?
I'm feeling good. I mean, I was up early. I had an exterminator come in because, New York problems, you got to take care of certain things.
Right.
So I had that taken care of. And I have two of my friends visiting from California that I actually met on a TV show I was on. So I'm hosting all weekend and showing them around the town, and we're going to have a good time.
Okay. Is there anything like in particular you have planned? Like, like anything out there that you have to look forward to?
Yes, I mean, we got a lot of snow last week, so it's like in that ugly melting phase. So I know they want to see snow. So I think we're going to get more snow tomorrow. So hopefully they can get nice snow pictures and things like that, and just go into the city, take pictures, go out and just have fun.
That's going to be dope. Is it their first time in New York or no?
No, but they don't come often at all. So for West Coast people to see snow, it's the best thing for them.
Yeah, they say it's always nice out there.
Well, yeah, that's the one. That's the one thing I like about New York, to some extent, though, is the snow. Just sometimes because of the weather. I like the cold weather, so I'm sure they're gonna enjoy themselves with you.
Yeah, I mean, I love that about New York too. We got all the seasons, so I think winter is hitting us hard this year with all the snow. But I feel like I'd rather that. But I'd rather be cold and hot. So
I hear you. Well, I guess let's go ahead and get started. I guess. Other than the snow, how has the year been for you so far? Have you been able to do anything new, anything different?
Yes, 2021 is off to a really good start. I just got a new job. So I started on Thursday. I'll be doing product development for a fashion apparel brand in New York that does licensing for Champions, Fila, more athletic wear line, because that's what's selling right now. People aren't really buying fancy clothes. They're buying workout clothes or athleisure or pajamas and things like that. So that's what's selling right now. So I'll be doing that. I just started. And then I also started filming for my new reality show called She's Single, and just working on projects and keeping busy. So it's been off to a great start so far.
That's what's up, though. That's a nice way to start the year off, honestly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Got to.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the new job. So
thank you.
How do you like it so
I'm
far?
so grateful.
How's it been so far?
To be honest, I was laid off. So I was working at Steve Madden corporate for the past 2 years. And then when the pandemic hit, I was laid off. He actually laid off 50% of all corporate employees, and I was one of them. So I was almost unemployed for a whole year. So to find a job in my industry, in fashion and apparel, I'm super grateful because I know it's really hard right now. But it seems like a lot of work, but I'm totally ready for it because I was on a vacation for a whole year, basically not working and just doing creative projects. So I'm ready to get back in there and start working and learning more about the industry.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Like I know I'm quite sure like that time off because I just started a new job recently also. So
Oh,
like
nice. Congrats.
thanks. So like I can only imagine like it's a little difference when it's like being laid off because of some stress, but I'm quite sure now looking back, it's like that time to just be in that creative space,
I
have
needed
time.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I think definitely because you seem like you're like a creative person. So I think
Mm-hmm.
like creatives need like that space to just build out a lot of time more often than
Oh,
not.
yeah.
Yeah, like I saw I was on your story one day. This was like earlier in the year, I think. I guess you was
Mm-hmm.
in you were in LA. I wanted to ask you about this. You were like smashing plates. It was because you yeah,
Yeah.
I saw something about that and I was like I was like it was something that you wrote about and I was just curious more about it. Like what all was around that when you were
Yeah,
doing.
my girlfriend and I went to LA like I think 2 weeks ago, and we went to the Museum of Illusions, I think it's called. And they have like a little booth where you can smash plates. And
Right.
I have like anger and stuff built in. So I said, I want to throw the hell out of these plates. So I just wrote down like not all negative things, but like things I want to work on or change about myself, people that you want out of your life or whatever, like friend, family things. And we just really got in and was like writing on these plates. And then we just like threw the hell out of these plates. And it felt so good. Like, oh, it felt amazing. And I have the videos of it too. So looking back on it, I just felt so like liberated. And I'm like, these are good plates too. They're from IKEA. I'm like, we're throwing IKEA plates. So it was a good experience. I would do it again, 100%.
I might have to take notes on that. I might have to do it myself.
Yeah.
I want to do it. Like I've seen that before. Like I'm actually very interested in that.
Yeah. That might actually be the way I do my New Year's resolution from now on every year. Like
Just throw some plates.
yeah, at the end of
Yeah.
every year, write down all the problems, whatever, smash it, go into a
Yes.
new year, new me, new everything. So
You could do it for free too. I wouldn't pay for it, but
yeah.
just
Oh,
plates
no.
and throw it.
Oh no, I might go to Goodwill or like to Dollar Store,
Yeah.
buy a bunch of plates, and then all right, I can get 10 for $1. Cool. I can get this. I can get busy with
Exactly.
this. So so you got any plans for the like for 2021 though? Like it with everything that's been going on, it sounded like you were trying to shed a lot of stuff and you said you had like goals that you were writing down. So were there like more goals that you have for like 2021 or anything or
Yeah, I mean, I would write down things like, wanting to meditate more, practice mindfulness, like things I want to work on for myself. So maybe not even like you want to like smash things to get it out of your way, but also like smash things and like to like celebrate something in a way too. I know in other cultures they smash plates or whatnot to celebrate things. So I was just writing things that I want to accomplish for the year too. And for this year, like a big part of my year is going to be dedicated to filming this new reality show. So I'm all in with this show and this project, and I'm excited to get the ball rolling on it.
So if I may ask if it's cool, so the show that she's single, so like what is it really about, and how can we watch it here, and how can like the listeners that's tuning into this episode, how can they tune in and watch it as well?
Yeah, for sure. She's Single New York. It's kind of like Sex in the City, like the reality TV show version of it. So it follows myself and 4 other women. Like we're just young professional women, like working, going out, living in New York City and dating. So we're all single. So it's going to showcase like all of like the good, bad, and the ugly of like what's it like to date in New York. So, and the girls and I were like really eclectic, different, diverse. So it's going to be a really good show. It's going to be on Roku TV, YouTube Watch, and we're pitching to We TV and Bravo. So it's going to air in October of 2021. So we're going to be filming for like 8 months. We just filmed our sizzle last week and we have to film another episode next week. And then, from there on, it's filming 5 days a week. So
wow.
Okay,
it's going to be very intense. Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like a lot of time. Like definitely committed to that.
I have no privacy starting next month. So
wow.
We caught you at the, I guess we caught you at the right time, right before like the cameras really start rolling on you.
Yes, they're putting cameras in my house, in my car, at work. Production is following me, so it's gonna get crazy.
It's very personal, like you know what I mean? Just constant,
So like I mean with everything that you just said, so what are some experiences are you like expecting to be like on the set, or are you expecting like just generally what are you expecting like with the show before you start filming and rocking and rolling?
Yeah, I mean, I had an interview with them a few days ago, like talking about that, what to expect in the show. And I expect like no privacy. Like right now, y'all got me good, like nice and glammed up. But since we're filming for 8 hours a day, I'm not always going to look like this.
Okay.
So I'm expecting for everyone to see like the real me and what really goes on and like the real struggles that like I face as a young professional, like working and dating in New York. So, and I want to be as transparent as possible on the show, just so like, you know, viewers can relate to me and like the other girls and what we're going through. So I just want to be as real as possible.
That's gonna be pretty dope to see though. Like,
Yeah.
like when it comes to like a transparency thing, like, do you get nervous? Are you a little nervous about that though, at all? Just because of like because we're all human. You know how it's like you have those moments where it's like, oh, like you might be in the bathroom crying or something, right? Like, you know how we all go through something like that, and then it's like, oh, but there's a camera outside the bathroom and you're mic'd up still. Like, so are you nervous about something like that?
You know, I haven't thought about it, but now that you mention it, I probably, you know, will be a little bit nervous, to be honest with you, because it's like real emotions. I'm not going to have time to like get myself together and like put on a face for TV. If I'm really going through something at that moment and they're going to capture it, you know, it is what it is. That's what I agreed to when I signed all these contracts. So I'm ready for it. And I just want like the viewers to see like the authentic reaction that I have, or like, you know, the things that the girls and I talk about when we go through. So I'm nervous, but I think I'm ready for it.
Yeah, it sounds like when you come in with that type of mindset, you'll be good, because it's like, because it's just like, yeah, I'm open to whatever comes with it. You know what you signed up for to some extent.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, but that's pretty dope though. I don't know. I guess it's like being on it. It's kind of like Instagram Live 24/7.
24/7. Yeah. Exactly.
So seeing as you know, you're on the show, she's single, and it's going to focus on, you know, your dating life and whatnot. And we had kind of touched on it, you know, on another podcast where we were saying, you know, some things that you kind of like about, you know, I would say things that are catch your eye about guys and whatnot. Like, so what are things that would actually turn you off about men?
I have a lot of things that turn me off about guys. But I think I'm like, where do I start with this laundry list? I think right off the bat, when you're getting to know, I mean, I get, for example, on social media, I'll get like a bunch of DMs. I always say like, shoot your shot, like whatever. I love the confidence and how you approach me. But if you're like inappropriate, rude, or you'd like say a bad joke or something, that's going to turn me off. I think it's all about in your delivery. And I just don't like a guy that's like super like, I don't know, like cocky, and he thinks like he's the shit or whatever, just like flaunting his money and what he has. I feel like if we're like just talking, you have to tell me how much you make and what car you drive and all these things. Like, I don't need to know that, like right now. Like, let those things come out slowly as we get to know each other, and be humble. Like, why be so flashy? I think if you're doing the most, like, then it's just like not attractive at all.
So you're not trying to meet like a guy and be like, hi, my name is Tommy and I have a Benz. How are you? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Exactly. I'm a 100K Tommy, baby.
Right. Like, pick me up in the Benz and I'll be like, okay, it's a complex, but don't like tell me right off the bat.
But you know what that, like, that's a whole nother discussion, but you know what that comes from with dudes. Me and my friends be talking about that. Like, a lot of times some dudes don't be having no game, and it's like, yo, listen,
that's
I got
ego
this
too.
It is. It's a lot of ego stroking for real.
A lot of ego, for sure.
It's like, yo, look what I got. You like toys? You like this? It's like, yo, come on, get out of here. Yo.
And that just shows like insecurity, I feel like too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Hopefully any guy that shoots his shot is listening right now.
I mean, like,
right, take notes.
Hopefully the listeners are taking notes, you know. And since you mentioned, like, you know, it's cool as a complex with guys are pulling up in Benz and Bentleys, etc. So with that being said, like, what is like the ideal date for you when it comes to guys shooting their shot, and maybe they get past that first hurdle where you're like, you know what, I'm kind of interested, you know, low key, this guy's all right. Like, what would be kind of an ideal first date or normal date for you?
I mean, I'm super like traditional when it comes to certain things. Like, I love just going out to dinner. Like, I'll pick you up at 8 type of thing. Like, I think that's just something that, you know, makes you excited to meet somebody. Cause it's like, you know, your first day of school or a new job. Like, oh, what am I going to wear to this date? Or, you know, how should I do my hair? Like, what should I wear? Or like, you know, things like that. So I love that. Like, I'll pick you up at 8 type of vibes. So it gives you something to look forward to. And if the conversation, like texting or like on FaceTime, is going good leading up to that, that makes me even more excited to want to meet you in person. But I just love like a good dinner, good conversation. I went on a date one time that was like 6 hours long. Not because like I wanted to be that long, but the date itself was so good. Like the vibe was so good. It started off with drinks and then dinner, and then I think like a lounge afterward. It was just like a long date, but I didn't mind because I was feeling that person at the time so much. And I'm really spontaneous. Like wherever the night takes us, I don't mind trying new things. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I like adventurous things. No, but I'll try anything once, whatever. And I just want to have a good time and get to know that person.
That's fair enough.
That's fair enough to say, like, because I know, I remember Nigel. I remember listening to the podcast where you and Nigel were talking on the So Clean podcast, and you had said
shouts out to Kathleen.
Yeah, shouts out to Kathleen.
Hey, Kathleen.
I know you had been on another dating show before, right?
Yes, I was on a Spanish dating show on Univision for like 3 months in Miami. So I had just gotten back in November. And it was crazy. A really intense experience because I thought I knew Spanish like fluently, and I get there, it's a whole different ball game, and just dating on TV and in a different language with different cultures. It was just a lot, and I also thought like the social media part of it was a whole different ball game because the fans of the show are diehard and they'll let you know how they feel, and they're not shy. So I've been cussed out and everything in Spanish, English, whatever. I've gotten trolls. Yeah, so people, they don't hold back.
Wow. I wonder what makes people so angry. Like, you know what I mean? Somebody over the internet is like, like, you know what I mean? It's a lot of negative energy. They get so
invested into the show. Yeah. Like they tune in every single day to watch it. They follow along storylines. I remember I was in a mall in Miami shopping on our day off from filming, and a fan came up to me. She was like, "So what happened with the guy? Or are you gonna keep dating him?" And I'm like, "Sis, like." And I don't know how she recognized me. I had a mask on and like sunglasses, and they're just diehard fans, and they're really invested with the entire show. They're totally dedicated, and I think that's why they get so emotional about it and invested.
Yeah, it's because sometimes it's kind of like they're living vicariously through you sometimes too, where where it's like, because when you become so invested, because I've watched like dating shows before, and it's like you kind of get to a point where it's like, well, I wouldn't do this, or I would pick this person, or that would turn me off. Like, so like having like those type of experiences and understanding like the person that's watching you is probably that invested, like more than likely they may be single also. Like what advice would you give them, like any other person, like trying to like look for dates and trying to go on dates? Because I know you said like a lot of things that are like your personal things, but like from just your experience in like different TV shows and the one you're about to do now and your personal life of dating, like what would you say is like some good advice for someone trying to date or trying to get themselves back into the dating scene, especially with 2021 after the pandemic?
Sure. I think if you're dating right now, and my advice, I wish I would have taken this advice when I was actually on the show, is just to be very open-minded. I think we all have a type, or like we gravitate towards something we like or we're comfortable with. But you really have to be open-minded, because even on this show, sometimes it would give us match us up with people that aren't my type, and I didn't give them the chance that I should have, just because I'm like, I know what I like. So for example, I love a beard. I love facial hair on a guy. And I'm like, if you don't have a beard, I don't want it. And that's really close-minded for sure. And I'm like, Jessy, not every guy you date has to have a beard. So I think, just being open-minded and, dating someone that may be like someone that's not your type necessarily, and just give them a chance to get to know that person, because he could be really cool and not have a beard or like a goatee situation going on, and I could fall in love with him, but I wouldn't know it because I didn't give him a chance. So I think anybody just to be open-minded and just be open to like trying new experiences and meeting people and just seeing how it goes from there.
Yeah, good advice. That's really good advice, because like I think far too often, or not far too often, but at least I know in my experience, I've been there where you try to date and then you kind of, when you're dating like you're a certain type, you just kind of go in this circle more often.
Yeah.
It's like a loop, and then next thing you know, you find yourself dating. You don't realize it until, like you say, you break out of that loop, and it's like, okay, now I'm not dealing with someone that's like as toxic or whatever, right? So like I was wondering, like, what trait would you say is just like some things that people should watch out for in terms of like toxic traits from someone? Because people can hide it pretty well sometimes.
That's true.
Oh yeah. I mean, being toxic, or like the word toxic is like super popular, I think, ever since 2020, and it's like a trend almost to be toxic. So it's funny, but I think it's so important to realize those red flags when you're in that talking stage or you're getting to know someone, because they're like the toxic flags that come up. I think for me, I look at how someone that I'm dating or talking to treats other people. So I see
Okay.
how they treat their friends, their family, the waiters and waitresses if we're out, and to see, because the way that he treats other people is going to reflect how he'll treat you eventually. And I think people confuse, like, you know, girls want to feel safe and protected, like, oh, my bae, he's got me, like, I'm good. But that could also be translated to a form of like being controlling in a way. So like, I think, yeah, like, you know, the person you're seeing wants to know where you are at all times, make sure you're safe, but sometimes it can get controlling. If you feel like you have to check in with that person constantly, you know, it's like, do they really care about your well-being, or are they just clocking you? And I have friends, you know, even myself, like if you're seeing someone and you always have to feel like you're checking in or like hiding things from them or like sharing locations and you're like panicking in a way, I don't think it's in that person's interest because they care about where you are. They just are being nosy or like who you with. And like, I think those are early signs of being controlling, and that's very toxic.
So, well, I want to be like a little bit devil's advocate if that's cool, but like,
Yeah.
is it like so bad to have like toxic traits sometimes? Like, you know, for example, there's some things maybe somebody might like and it is toxic, but they can't help themselves. It's just what they like. And the reason I'm asking this because it's realistic. You know what I mean?
It is.
Any of us, and you know, you as well, will step out and we might see something and we might be like, you know, that ain't good, but I like it. It's like people, it's like people, you know, it's like people when they're smoking like cigarettes, or you know, they know that stuff is not good for them at all, but for some reason they like it. And I get it as more into like nicotine addiction, blah 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 blah. But I mean, do you think like, you know, some toxic traits are okay for people looking at, you know, trying to evaluate somebody?
That's funny you say the cigarette example, because I was seeing someone that smoked cigarettes and I hate cigarettes. Like I have asthma, like I'll be coughing up a storm. I can't even do hookah. Like I don't like cigarettes at all. But I still kept seeing that person because I guess I just looked past that because I liked them so much that the cigarettes didn't, like, I didn't care for it too much. But I think in that sense, it's like more of like a deal breaker. Like what are you willing to put up with in a relationship or when you're talking to somebody? Like, yeah, it may be toxic, but you still like it. You're still going to keep seeing that person. So I think it's all about your deal breakers and your standards and what you're willing to, you know, like hold up in a relationship, what you're willing to like maintain. And I think also if it is toxic, then that person should help you be a better person and not stay in the same like toxic cycle. Cause that's what a relationship is about, really, is like helping bettering yourself and another person. That way you guys are a team. So it could be toxic in the beginning, but maybe you guys could like change, I don't know, your life around and just, you know, be good eventually.
It's hard to, the toxic is hard to die though, man. I'm not going to hold you.
It can be. I think, but the beauty of it is though, that if somebody really wants to make a change for you, like, and like try to be a little bit less of that, at least, it's like, you'll try for like the right person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But they also got, it's trying for the right person. They also got to like want to do it for themselves also.
Exactly.
Because that's the hardest part sometimes, where it's like, yo, I enjoy my life. I enjoy my life this way. And it's like, you want me to stop what? And it's just it's like, you want me to do what? It's like, I'll do this for you. But
I'm just saying, like, imagine like you dating like Wiz Khalifa, right? And then you trying to tell him, hey, just don't smoke no more weed. Like,
forget about it.
Yeah, for somebody
it's
like
not
him.
gonna happen.
Exactly. So,
or matter of fact, dating someone like Future. It's like,
oh God, not Future.
The king himself.
Yeah, the toxic king. That's crazy.
But for the right person, that person might stop smoking weed or cut back, you know, smoking weed or whatever any like habits they have, if it's for the right person.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I think it was Cardi B and Offset when they got together. I remember Offset's baby mom was like, ever since he got with Cardi B, he's just changed his life. Like he's a whole new person.
You see?
So you got a point there. I'll give you that.
Us guys, we're gonna change for the right woman. That's true.
No, that's a fact. Like it's not like even like a little bit. Like you see some dudes make like a total transformation. It's like, whoa. Kind of shocking sometimes.
It's like last time I saw you was trying to catch up with like 6 girls. Now you talking about I'm just a one woman guy, man.
Right.
I go to church. It's like, yo, you told me to put the Bible down. What are you talking about now?
I'm gonna switch the mode a little bit, and I was wondering if you could tell us what made you want to be on TV, and what were your opinions on some like more reality shows of TV today?
I don't know. I've always had like a love-hate relationship with reality TV. Like I grew up like watching like MTV, Jersey Shore, whatever, like all those shows. And I'm like, it looks so fun. And I know I'm not going to sit here and say reality TV is real because we all know it's not. And I can tell you that from experience, it's not real. Or I always say to people, it's as real as you want it to be.
Right.
Okay.
But I always feel like I have a big personality and I feel like it should be on TV. And I don't know, I just love like the adrenaline rush, I guess, of reality TV and filming and the entire production of it, and just looking back and seeing like how you progressed as a person. So I'll look back at like one of my first episodes on the show I was on, and I'm like looking at my last one, and you can really see how you've changed as a person, how you've evolved. And I think you grow a lot as an individual, like on TV or whatever project you're doing. So I've always gravitated towards TV for that reason. And I've always been a creative person, like, you know, doing modeling or beauty pageants and things like that. So I've always been around that industry in a way. So now I think I've been like hooked on dating shows just because I've been on dating shows, and it's so funny because I've been on like almost 3 dating shows and I'm still single. So that says a lot. I feel like I haven't found the right person yet. But I think there's just something about dating shows that's so like fun to watch. Like I love Netflix. They'll do like Love is Blind or Dating Around. And I think those are super, you know, cool to watch because it's like real. Like you can sit here and like watch, you know, 2 people interact that are like strangers going on blind dates. And it's so funny because I think you learn a lot about yourself as a person when you first meet somebody like right off the bat. And like, I'm not a shy person, but if this person makes me shy, that means I really like him. And I think, you know, you learn a lot about yourself when you're, you know, dating.
That's a really good point because like if you're dating the right person, like you really want to be yourself around them, you know, like it won't like you'll be able to just let it all down, you know. And it's a really good feeling when you can actually be with somebody like that. And Love is Blind is actually like I really enjoyed that too. Like that was a very fun watch. Yeah, it was.
We didn't know that, Nigel.
I love that shit.
Oh, we found his guilty pleasure. Love is Blind.
Hey, it is what it is.
Wow, learn something new every day.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I swear.
You should audition for the show, Nigel.
You know, you're not the first person who said that. That's funny you say that.
Yo, we'll
sponsor. But you gotta get married. That's the thing with that show. You gotta get engaged.
That is true.
Ready for that.
I don't know if I could do that on like what they talk to each other for like a few weeks. I don't know. That's risky. I don't know.
Yo, listen, what you got to lose, man? You only live once.
I hear you. I hear you.
We'll be watching.
It's like, yo, that's my man's right there.
You have any like so outside of TV, modeling, fashion, do you have any personal hobbies or anything that you just like doing outside of work related stuff, of course?
I think a lot of my hobbies are related to work. Like I love shopping and like blogging, going to brunch, whatever, like super like girly frilly stuff. But I love like working out. Like I'll go to the gym like not cute. Like I'll wear baggy clothes, like a hoodie, like whatever, just so I can really get that like sweat session, that sweat like workout session. So I love working out. Even at home during quarantine, I did a lot of home workouts. And it helped me stay active for sure. So I love working out, doing yoga, meditating, because I feel like now like mental health is so important, especially because of the pandemic. And like people are losing their jobs, getting their jobs, whatever the case is, or people are getting sick or whatnot. So I think meditating and practicing mindfulness and praying and all those things is something I've been doing more. And reading actually, one of my resolutions for the year is to read more books. So I'm trying to like, you know, have no screen time before bed or not look at my phone right when I wake up, and just read and give your eyes a break, especially at work. I'll be staring at a computer screen a lot of the time. So on my break, I'll try to like read a book and just, you know, give my eyes a break and just, you know, heal myself more internally. And I think even with that, it helps with your dating life or whatever. Because I feel like once you've healed yourself and like you're good inside, then you're going to be good for the next person that comes along.
That's a fact though. That is
that's true. You can't be loving on somebody else if you know you don't love yourself. You know, you got to take care of yourself before you can even try to take care of somebody else. So that's important for people to be aware of and understand. You know, because if you're not good, how you gonna get the other person good? You know,
exactly.
Yeah, that's how toxic relationships pretty much start half the time, for real.
That is a good point. You're right. It starts more internally.
Yeah, that's a fact. So you were talking about you had said something about how like, well, not something, but you had said a lot about how you're like into the fashion industry and everything. So like, I was wondering like, do you have any plans on like your own for what's your plans in terms of like the fashion world? Like, do you think about putting something out of your own, or is that something like you're working on, or anything like that? Or
I've thought about it. Yeah. I mean, right now, a lot of my fashion work, aside from my job, is more like brand partnerships and collaborations. So like
Okay.
as an influencer, yeah, like even just yesterday, I got a box from a designer that sent me her new pieces of her new collection. And she just wants me to photograph them or take like Instagram stories and tag her wearing her pieces. And I just love collaborating with brands and just promoting them more to my followers and things like that. So I want to keep doing that as far as like brand partnerships with designers and different brands. But I have thought about starting my own accessories line. It's in the works. So I love wearing earrings and jewelry. So that's in the works for sure. And maybe something with eyelashes. I love like eyelashes and things like that, and like really girly stuff. So that's something I'm working on for sure.
Anything for for the fellas?
No, not yet. Not as of yet. Nothing for the fellas.
Okay.
I can understand that. Like,
But y'all could buy stuff for like your girlfriends or your sisters or moms.
Yeah, maybe we could, but
It's not the same.
yeah.
I know where to buy like my Valentine's Day gifts from moving forward, though. I'll just go to you.
Yes. Any plans for Valentine's Day? What do you guys have planned?
I'll let you fellas start that off.
Man,
I have no plans. Like I'm not. I'll probably be at the gym. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't plan on doing anything at all.
Love yourself first, yes.
You know, like it's really just gonna be a me day. No different day other than anything else.
well, shouts out to you. My Valentine's, I just got a new home. So that was my Valentine's gift
Nice.
to my lady. And, she's enjoying it. And, we still setting up everything, still setting up the furniture and all that stuff. So that's my Valentine's gift.
That's what's up.
But I'm still, on the low. I'm still going, surprised with with the flowers, with a little bit of the chocolates.
Got to,
and,
yes.
maybe a teddy bear here and there. Something special, but anything big and all that stuff, like here you go, babe. Nice little home.
You're living in it, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the perfect gift
That's
anyway,
awesome.
right there.
Yeah.
For myself, I'll probably just I don't know. I may end up doing a nice little date or something, and I'll probably end up just cooking if anything. Like I got to figure out what I'll cook though for like what'll make good on a good menu for me because I like to cook a lot. So
Send something to your mom.
you said what?
Send something to your mom.
Oh, of course. Oh yeah, she gets a deposit, man. I'm gonna get.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure she's good.
Nice.
Yeah, you gotta check out for home first, and then,
Valentine's Day is never a bad day to look out for your mom.
yeah, that's the first lady in your
For
life.
sure. Or any loved one for sure.
Any plans for yourself?
No, it's looking like friends, a Galentine's. I don't have any like special dates or anything planned, but if not, I'm just gonna go to dinner with my friends that are here and just celebrate like love and friendships.
Nice.
And something for my auntie too. I'll probably get her like flowers. I think women, we just love like that corny stuff, the flowers, the teddy bears. People like to say, "Oh no, I don't need any of that," but it's gonna put a smile on your face,
Right.
one way or another, if you just
Right.
get something. Yeah.
It's nice to have.
Exactly. So I know. So I know I need to give. So when I'm doing Valentine's Day gifts, I need to give what like the essentials are at least a bear and flowers and chocolates at least.
And chocolates, yeah, or balloons.
Balloons.
Be extra, yeah. That's something for her to boomerang. Like, look what he got me. Whatever.
What about any clothing? Like should they go out there get some type of purse or maybe some makeup or maybe some shoes?
We love it. Yes, makeup. I think perfume is a good thing too. Lingerie, if y'all want to get freaky, like whatever it is. I think celebrate that occasion and get something for that person.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like how. I've seen. I had a friend tell me he was going to try this before with his girl. I don't know if he ever did it or not, but doing the thing of like, hey, listen, here's the outfit you're going to wear for the night. I'll be picking you up at this time. We'll be going out.
Ooh, that would give me anxiety. Oh no. Not that you pick out the whole outfit. Oh no.
It's like, listen, it's like all you got to do is just assist me. I don't know if that worked for him or not, but I think he got married to her, so it worked at some point, I guess.
maybe it works.
Yeah,
Picking up the outfit is tricky because I think you got to know, like, your partner's style, what they feel comfortable in. And what if you don't like it? Because he may like it and look cute on the hanger. Don't mean you're going to like it. It's going to look good on you. So I would rather you give me the money and we'll go shopping and I'll try it on in front of you. Or you just tell me what color you want me to wear and, call it a day.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Like when it comes to like definitely with Valentine's Day coming up, what was an ideal thing in terms of like what to wear for Valentine's Day? Just because I know like as a guy, you may go on a date and you might not go all out in terms of like outfits, right? Or even like girls, sometimes you might not go all out for outfit because it's that special day. Like what do you think is like the most appropriate thing for someone to wear during that time?
I think it definitely depends what you're doing. So if you're gonna cook and like stay at home, maybe like a nice, cute, like satin pajama set or something sexy at home since you're going to stay home. Or if you guys haven't been out or had a date night in a long time, get all dressed up, wear a suit, wear a dress, wear heels just to stay in the house and just see each other look like your best. So I think it depends what you're doing for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to take note of that. I'm going to definitely take note of that. I hope fellas that are listening are taking note also because I'm not sure about you guys, but I've definitely been on dates before and been underdressed. And talk about hair and getting your ear chewed off while you're driving. Yeah, I've been on a date before with a girl, and I thought it was like something simple, and next thing you know, it was like, why do you have sneakers on? Or no, I had boots on. She's like, why do you have your Timbs on? I'm like,
she said that. Oh no.
I was like, man, if I didn't drive this far, I would have done a U-turn at this point because you know how that stuff can like throw off the vibe of a date sometimes. So.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't say it like that. I would say, oh, you look comfortable or you coming from work. Like I would phrase it that way.
The rest of the fit was good, but it was like, nah, it was like, oh, okay, clearly I was underdressed that day. So
for me, underdressing worked because like usually, dates are in the evening. So, you catch people when they're coming outside of work and it's like, hey, I'm underdressing. So like neither of us are really at our best. You know what I mean? So like we can do all that on a night when we're both free, but it really all depends.
And do your research too, like see where you guys are going, see what, people are wearing at that restaurant or that location and kind of see what the vibe is too before you get there.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I hope listeners are taking notes because I'm
dropping gems.
Yeah.
Well, did you have anything else in work for the year? Like any other like movies or product or like movie shows, anything like that, projects?
Well, actually, I filmed a few episodes for season 1 of The Rev. It's going to air, oh my gosh, I think it's Bravo or WeTV, but it's going to air on Thursday. I filmed this back in March. It was like the week or 2 weeks before we got shut down. So it's finally airing now. So I'm really excited about that. And hopefully I can start filming again some episodes with them. Just some extra work or like small like lines and things like that I was doing. And more like music videos, photo shoots, brand partnerships. And then I'm really tied into this show. It's a 2-year contract for She's Single. So I'm all the way in with this show and we start filming in like 2 weeks. We're filming like a few episodes here and there, but our full-time schedule starts in a few weeks. And yeah, that'll come out in October. So I'm excited about that.
Hold on. So you said it's a 2-year contract. So are they going to have cameras in your place for 2 years or is it just going to be like an off season and then start right back up?
Right. So our off season ends maybe like for 2 months once we film the reunion and we start back up again for season 2. I think next December, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I'm in a contract for 2 years. So I can't do any other dating shows or things like that, but I can do like game shows or competition shows, whatever. But nothing that's like dating related. So I'm all in with this show.
Okay.
That's big though. That's really big.
So would you be able to take on like maybe like, hey, we seen you on that show. We really rock with you. Can you hop in this movie real quick just for a little cameo period? You could do that and stuff like that.
I think I can. Our contract is pretty, thick and intense. If y'all have any lawyers, entertainment lawyers, let me know if they can look it over. But I think so. Just things like that have to get approved by the producers. But I'm pretty sure I can if it's not like dating related, if it's acting. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So I think, we pretty much, we asked you a lot. You definitely explained a lot and gave us a great insight of a lot. We definitely appreciate everything. Is where can not only us, but like all the listeners, where can we like check you out and for day-to-day stuff?
Definitely. I'm most active on Instagram. So definitely follow me on Instagram. It's at Jessy Peralta _. I'm also on TikTok. I'm trying to keep up with all these dances. It's the same username at Jessy Peralta _. And I have a website where I post like blog posts and, more thorough information and my portfolio and things like that in my reel. That's jessyperalta.com. So you guys can follow me. I'll follow back. Just remind me so I don't forget.
Wow, where can they follow us at?
Well, you can always follow the bad guys at the Highly Advised Podcast on Instagram, Advise Highly on Twitter. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also follow us individually. Me, Big Cozy, Too Cozy, Nigel Spence. You could drop their gems, but that's where you could follow us.
Yeah, you can follow me at Saint Kitch ST.KITCH on Instagram. Follow us you can follow us on the Twitter, and you can actually follow my TikTok. It's Sayword, SAWWOORD. So that's where you can find me out. Either something with cooking or just like memeable content. So
nice.
And you can follow me at relaxandnog_Jackson on Instagram. Thank you guys for following us. Thank you for listening. Jessy, thank you for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so
much.
Thank you.
This was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Great.
Thank
interview.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys have been highly advised. Enjoy your Valentine's Day. We will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.
You've been highly advised.
Bye-bye.